and welcome to the Connect Show, where we're connecting students to careers. I'm Sandi Smith, and today we have a special guest, Aimee Hare, English professor with Mid-Michigan College. She is here to talk with us about her own career path to becoming a college professor and advice she has for others wanting to pursue a career in education. Aimee, thanks for joining us. Let's just jump right in and have you share with us a little about your own career path in education. Was being a college professor something you planned to do?
Hi, welcome. Thank you for having me today. Being a college professor was not my very first intention. I was a public school teacher for 15 years and decided that I wanted to teach college, so I went back to get a higher degree and have been teaching college since for the last 10 years.
Awesome. So how did you end up at Mid?
Upon my completion of my master's degree, I started to just, put my feelers out there to see if there was any interest, and within 2 weeks I was hired at Mid-Michigan College as their new English adjacent lecturer.
Okay. And how long have you been there?
I've been there this is my 7th year. Going in 25 will be 7 years in the fall.
Awesome, and we're so blessed to have you right here on our campus rather than online learning.
Thank you.
So let's go back to your educational background.
Okay.
So you said you were a public school teacher. Mm-hmm. Have to watch my English.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about that. What were you teaching? How long were you there?
Okay, so my background was in public school education was with alternative ed. So students that struggled with regular setting school and needed an alternative to get an education, in which, the students were fabulous. It was an amazing experience. I was just ready for another chapter. And so then, like I said, went back to school to get my master's to teach at Mid. My educational background is from Michigan. I'm a Michigan grad. Go Blue.
Go Green.
Go, yeah, we battle that here, Go Green between Go Blue, but always good camaraderie. Yeah, and I received an amazing education at Michigan, so much hands-on learning, learning by doing, experiential learning, claiming your education. So in turn, I've applied that into my classroom as well as an English professor.
Wonderful. So besides Mid-Michigan, have you worked at other colleges or universities?
Yes, I have. I had the good fortune of working at the University of Michigan Flint for 2 summers in a row. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. Full-time was not available in the fall because it was full, but of course everybody wants summers off. But it got my feet wet and got me the opportunity to know that this was exactly the direction I wanted to head in. And then in the fall and the winters, I was working at Mid. Recently, 4 years ago, I was made lectureship of English in humanities. As an English faculty, and I absolutely love working with college students. Wonderful.
So tell us, is there anything that makes Mid-Michigan different from the University of Michigan Flint?
There's several things that Mid-Michigan College is, possesses that's different than Mid. It's a 2-year school, so you can receive an associate's degree in an array of fields. Versus the University of Michigan, you can get an associate's and a bachelor's degree, and you can receive a master's or a doctorate. Mid offers also is very versatile. They're on multiple campuses. You can take classes at ISDs like we are here. They offer dual enrolled students classes that are simultaneously taking high school classes as well. It's just an amazing opportunity for students to get a head start as to where they want to be and where they want to go. And I'm finding more and more that the dual enrolled students they're fabulous. They're full of life. They have some of the greatest perspectives to offer, and they just enrich their program at Mid-Michigan College.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
So besides that, though, being a professor in English, it's not like being at a community college or a 2-year or teaching high school students. You don't water down any of the content. As a professor, you're teaching pretty much the same content that you would be teaching at a university level.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, I've made a name for myself in that aspect, Sandy, you know, and I'm glad you bring that up because some would think that you do water that down, and that is definitely not the case in my courses. And my students expect that. They know. And it pushes them to do better and better each time, in which they you know, they answer the call. And I think it's very important, and it fosters ownership with them in their learning, not only as students, but in their relationships outside of school too. Yeah, it's
Awesome.
yeah, nothing's watered down in my classes.
So tell us a little bit about what are the best things about that you enjoy or about being a college professor, and yeah, just what makes you eager to come here every single day.
Gosh, I love the interaction with the students, and it's just fabulous when you see them light bulbs going off. You know, and you see them every semester and the different perspectives that they offer. Not one student is going to think the same thing as another student. And just, you know, and it's funny that you asked me this, you know, I have this story. Over winter break, I had a student that sent me something in the mail. And you get these things every now and then that put you right where you need to be, that you're like, yes, this is right where I'm supposed to be and right what I'm doing, and I'm making a difference. A student that is getting ready to graduate with their bachelor's had mailed me a thank you card to Mount Pleasant because I have an office there and a mailbox there. And anyway, it ended up coming back to my house and I got it in the mail, and it was fabulous. Her thanking me for, you know, being there and encouraging her and telling her, you know, you got to claim it. You've got what it takes to do it. And here she is about ready to embark on the end of her educational journey with that and graduate with her bachelor's.
And achieving her goals.
Yes,
Great.
she is.
So that led right into my other question on a great story that keeps you motivated. So I'm assuming that stories like that is what helps fill your bucket and keep you returning.
It does, Sandy, it does. And there's so many numerous stories that we could sit and discuss about students that just, they come back years later and they're like, I'm so glad that we learned that. We're using these tools again. You were right, Miss H. They are viable and they're valuable. And I'm like, yeah, guys, it's good stuff. But to hear them come back and say them things, it's like they're growing up so much more. And it's just fabulous to see.
Awesome. So for students looking to get into teaching at the college level, what advice would you give them?
My advice would be you have to stay positive in any program that you go into. And it's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out that first year. I feel that a lot of pressure is put on kids nowadays, and they think that they have to have it all figured out. You don't. You're going to stumble. You're going to, mistakes are going to be made, and it's okay. It really is. Just know that as long as you're learning from the mistakes and you're gaining knowledge and you're moving forward, that you're right where you're supposed to be. So don't get discouraged. Keep on moving, keep on moving forward. Get some good mentors to be around. Circle yourself with like-minded people. Study groups are amazing. Two heads are always better than one to study. And we need more, teachers that are in it for the quality, that are here to make a difference and to really make change that's necessary.
Have persistence and grace with yourself.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for
You're
being
welcome.
here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We're so excited. So again, thank you for joining us and for being our guest here on the Connect Show. And thank you all for watching this content today. Check out our YouTube channel for more career stories from around the great state of Michigan. Have a great day.